Just so you know, the title is not clickbait. As you probably guessed, the ATF plus Old Killery, there has got to be a body, right? And the most important thing you need to know is to go and make a purchase of ultra super mega badass merchandise from onlytacticalfans.myshopify.com, because as you know, I was demonetized after the NBC attack. So the story pops off in Old Killery's backyard. Now I'm gonna have to come clean for a second. Her only involvement is where the victim works at, was named after her, and that would be the Bill and Hillary National Airport in Little Rock, Arizona. Yeah, I know I'm just as confused as you guys are. We are not talking about a baggage handler who likes to do recreation coke on the weekends or a janitor peddling pot. We are talking the executive director who evidently last week was in Washington, D.C. talking with the Arkansas senators. So this isn't Johnny Joe Blow. This is a man with zero criminal history, making over $250,000 a year with 2,000 employees, and for some reason the ATF decided to shoot him in the head at 6 in the morning on March 20th, likely before he had his morning coffee. That's sad. So Brian Milanowski, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that last name. He is 53 years old and was a victim, and the worst part about it is that none of the articles say why the ATF was there in the first place. And that is a serious problem. And here's a quote from his brother. "When you are in that position, life is great. Why would you screw it up with a small infraction? He always kept his nose clean and he had no enemies that I know of." So basically he became one of the 40 people the ATF goes after every single day for minor infractions like your gun is too short or too long, and a lot of the times these victims don't even know they broke a law. Because the laws don't make any sense and you have to be a legal scholar to understand them. But let's just give the ATF and the federal government the benefit of the doubt. Gross, I think I just puked in my mouth a little bit. But let's pretend that Brian was in possession of an illegal full auto SBR with a silencer attached. Explain to me how in the fuck they have made America safer by shooting a citizen in the face over a constitutionally protected weapon. Oh yeah, that is right. They only care about retiring at 50 and collecting a pension. It is only of my opinion that if a gun is the only reason that you are suspected of being a perpetrator and you break no other laws and may or may not know you even broke the law, how do they allow an armed federal agent to approach you? How is this even acceptable? Make it make sense. Because I'm pretty sure that calling someone by the wrong pronoun these days can land you in jail. Like, what? And it doesn't even help. They make new laws, like, what, every fucking second of the day? I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because all of us people want to be left alone and just, we mind our business and we're good people. And yet it is acceptable for a federal agent with a license to kill and a firearm jacked up steroids imaging everyone he encounters as a person who picked on him in high school? How is that acceptable? And what happened in the Constitution shall not be infringed. Oh yeah, that's right. They think that they're, you know, above everyone and their shit don't stink. Okay. All right. That's a joke, but whatever. I believe the ATF's law enforcement powers should be limited to sending nasty emails or blowing a rape whistle. Now, if another crime is committed with a firearm, such as an aggravated crime such as murder, like assault, battery, etc., that means, yeah, give the person an enhancement for the firearm. And let's be honest, they are probably not a legal gun owner in the first place. So what is my opinion on like all of this? I think it's bullshit. Someone may or may not be coming out of the hospital for no other reason than being suspected of a frivolous crime protected by the Constitution. Because if there were allegations or suspicions of a serious crime, it would have been all over the news. So the ATF could cover their ass for shooting someone in the face. And let's be real, this is just a drop in the pond. These types of incidents are becoming way common and are rarely heard of unless you know where to dig. It's so fucked up. It's sad. It's not right. I don't even know how these people are still an agency. Okay, so to continue on and further update you on this video where more information has come to light, now unfortunately we have to report that Brian is no longer with us. We hope his family gets closer or justice for what the government hit squad did to him. I pray for your family, and I'm actually like really pissed. Like, this is not okay. Like, is anyone else pissed? Is anyone else sick of this crap? I don't know. So now we know why the ATF shot this guy in the face. It turns out he bought more than 142 firearms between May of 21 to February of 24. And he apparently drives like a teenage girl who just got dumped, or someone who may or may not have spotted someone following him. I believe there's a lesson to be learned here. Filling out 4473s will put you on a government watch list and possibly get you shot. So let's go over some information we are now aware of. As of February 27, 2024, approximately 6 firearms are known to have been recovered in the commissions of a crime, with another 3 purchased by a glowy. And a glowy is a nickname I give feds because they are so hot they glow in the dark. And I don't mean hot as in gorgeous, I mean, you know what I mean. So the real question is, what in the actual fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Dude legally purchased firearms and for whatever reason got rid of them. Now, what would have been different is if it would have been warded. Like, Brian committed those crimes with a firearm and sold them to an ATF agent. Or if an ATF agent would have recovered the firearms out of a river and they were traced back to a crime Brian likely committed, then this would be a completely different situation. But again, we are looking at the evidence here. Brian was purchasing make and model firearms from an FFL dealer. Let's just take a second and think of a few ways this could have been resolved. The authorities could have contacted Brian and told him that some of the firearms tied to his name have wound up in a crime scene. They then could have stated that even though you are selling these firearms legally, I recommend using more precaution in sales because that is the last thing you want on your conscience. Because let's not forget, Brian has 0 criminal history and is definitely not trying to hide his own purchases. Let's just make that clear. Considering buying 2 or more pistols in the same transaction will trigger a multiple sales report, which goes to a law enforcement agency. And it says on multiple occasions that he bought more than one at a time, which proves he thinks he is fully compliant in the law, and he is. Plus, he is selling firearms at gun shows, which typically the ATF has their own booth at. Does that sound like somebody who thinks that they are breaking the law? No, not at all. On all fairness, in the report, it sounds like they could have cited him on multiple occasions for reckless driving, maybe. Per the report, Brian's driving was erratic, often pulling into parking lots and turning around in the parking lot to the same direction he was already traveling, other than stopping for several minutes at a Sonic location. He was never observed meeting any individuals or getting out of his vehicle, but also on many other occasions Brian was observed driving in erratic circle patterns around the same neighborhoods for multiple hours. Now, to me, this sounds like someone who definitely believes he is being followed, and keeps doubling back on his route to make sure he doesn't need to change his meds. To me, this sounds like another federal case, me down, and manufacture a crime scenario. And it touches really close to home for obvious reasons. And I thank God every day they didn't shoot my husband. Like, honestly. So yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, I think everyone for practice, if you see a car that's following you and turning a lot, you should go around circles to make sure. You don't want to bring that to your home. You know what I mean? Like, you should always be observing and watching everywhere. All the time. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, even though it's a sad one. Give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And I thank you guys for watching me and supporting my family. And if you guys would like to continue to support my family and I through this journey and the craziness, there'll be links down in the description, such as like Givesendgo, Amazon, and even when you click on the box for Amazon, if you don't get what's in there, I still get a kickback there because you came off of my channel, off of my link. And there's other ways too, like only tactical fans. I have new merch up there, and I also have new merch coming, which is not a patch and not a hat. So I'm quite excited about that. So yeah, I guess just stay safe, be brave, stay strong, and until next time, guys, peace. Stop licking! Jesse, stop it! Look at that, thicker than a Snickers. You don't look too impressed. That last name, and he's... Stop it! You fuckheads. You fuckheads. Come on. Stop it! Liberty, dude. I don't know who fucking did that, but I'm so mad at them. Don't even sniff. There is no Biden in here, okay? Their shit don't stink. And fucking cats, stop. My cats are driving me nuts because this video I'm like on a roll and they keep interrupting it. Frivolous. Sorry this happened to you. Stop! And I'm sorry what they have done to you. He bought more than 142... Quiet! Dude, my head is about to explode. I feel like I hear so much fucking sounds. All the cats. Or someone who may or may... I am so annoyed. Now Poppy's coming down from the ceiling. Poppy! Quiet! These cats. Okay, so and possibly get you shot. Are you serious, Poppy? Get down! You don't think I don't see you? You're right there. But Poppy, just stay there for the video. What in the actual fuck does that have to do with... Come on, Poppy! Stop! What the hell, dude?